Hardcastle is a retired judge from the Los Angeles Superior Court. Mark McCormick, an ex-race car driver turned thief, was Hardcastle's last case. McCormick has been placed in the judge's custody, and together they're going after 200 cases that walked out of Hardcastle's courtroom on technicalities.
In the power of your hand, quiet heart, betting your life on the state of the art. Lay down the law, don't you let them cross the line. Under the hood, got the bad and the good. Everybody's doing time. Drive, push them to the floor till the end and scream.
Get him off of me!
Honey, take the next turn to get lost on the back road. I'm going in, Donny boy! Yeah, give me 80 cents, will you?
Get your hand out of the popcorn.
I'm not eating the popcorn. How many more of these things are we gonna have to sit through, Judge?
Come on, I treated, didn't I? Now shut up and let me watch the titles.
Look, I don't mind going after one of the biggest cocaine dealers in L.A., as you put it. But do we have to sit through every one of his movies? I mean, come on. Last night it was Fireball 1000 and Pit Stop Assassins. Now tonight, it's Pagan Wheels. And what was this last one? I was at the counter getting your munchies. I missed the title.
Joyride mamas.
Catchy, very catchy.
I didn't make it up. Get the Eddie Sands file out of there. Now look up known associates and check this character. Joey Kyle.
Kyle. 7 to 10 for transporting stolen property. He got out 9 months ago.
Ray Lacey.
Ray Lacey. This guy's a regular crime wave. Armed robbery, extortion, transporting illegal firearms. Clancy Wayne Walker. This one got out of San Quentin a year ago. He's a wheelman in a bunch of bank robberies back in '74. This guy Sands has got more ex-cons working for him than a jail cell's got bars. I'm really surprised that a big-timer like Sands never came through your court.
Well, you might call it a bad case of scheduling on the calendar. I've been watching his career, and you can lay odds I'm going to meet up with him.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. I mean, you didn't exactly keep a low profile in certain circles, if you know what I mean. And what if someone recognizes you?
Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean, nothing for me to worry about? I'm the guy who's going to be standing next to you.
Dinner's on me, kid.
I don't know how to say this any clearer than I'm saying. I'm going to say it one more time. I want every stunt car gassed up and ready, because if I have to pull a car off the set and make a run, I want it ready to fly.
Mr. Sands, Joey's here.
Joey, there's $500,000 in cocaine up in smoke. Now, you're supposed to ride escort. Where in the hell were you?
I was right where I was supposed to be, Mr. Sands. I was running interference just like you pay me to. I was pulling some chips off of the kid. When he made a wrong turn, he went up like a Roman candle. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
So now the kid's busted. If he talks, we're
Don't worry about the kid, Mr. Sands. He's not going to say anything. He likes to keep living, you know what I mean?
Oh, Joey, you know, I'm getting worried about you, Joey. I'm nervous because I asked you to bring me drivers. You bring me a bunch of clowns who couldn't keep a bicycle on a freeway.
Look, Mr. Sands, it's not going to happen again. You can be sure of that.
This shouldn't have happened the first time, Joey.
Well, it wasn't my fault, Mr. Sands. What can I tell you?
I want you to tell me that I don't have a bunch of jokers running around half empty working in my operation. I want you to tell me that when I promise my street people a delivery, they get the coke.
Look, Mr. Sands, maybe we can get the guys, street dealers, hold off for a week or so, huh?
No. I want you to set up another run now, and I want you to drive it.
Mr. Sands, look, we're starting second unit stuff tomorrow. I got to be there to coordinate the stunts.
So you listen to this guy. We run dope from Mexico. I don't have a mansion in Beverly Hills, and you don't wear $200 shirts because we make those things.
I know that, Mr. Sands.
I pay a jerk director to be a traffic cop so we can hide the profits in the paperwork. And so we can keep what you call hotshot drivers on the payroll. Now get out and set up that run.
Yes, sir, right away. Mr. Sands, this one's gonna get through. You can count on that.
Oh, I do, Joey.
You know Buddy Ebsen? Wait a minute, how'd you get to know Buddy Ebsen? If you think you're gonna get Buddy Ebsen to star in one of Eddie Sands' little epics, I'm telling you, you're crazy.
Of course he'll do it. Hi, Bud.
Milt, I can't do this thing. I know an actor has to work, but this is terrible.
Look, you couldn't be all that bad.
I can't believe it. I'm sitting at a table with Buddy Ebsen.
You can join the fan club later, kiddo, okay? Mark McCormick, Bud.
Hi.
Howdy.
Look, I know it's not Shakespeare.
That is the understatement of the century. You know, if I told my agent I was going to do that, he'd kill me.
He's right now, Judge. I mean, you don't want to make an enemy out of your agent. Mr. Ebsen, would you like some more wine, huh? You know, I thought you were terrific in Davy Crockett. And with the coonskin cap and the musket, I loved it. It was bad.
I like this kid.
You never told me you knew Buddy Ebsen.
There's a lot of things I never told you.
He doesn't like to talk about it, but the judge once saved my life.
He did?
He did. It was on a fishing trip off Baja. Never saw the sea so big and rough. I slipped on the deck, went over the side. Milt here dove in, fished me out. That must have been 20 years ago.
I never told you this, but you see, I was closest to the rail, and I fell overboard, too.
Is that the file on Sands?
Would you like some more wine, Mr. Ebsen? Another appetizer? Anything?
No, thanks.
They busted a carload of cocaine a couple of days ago, which I figure is Sands' shipment. Because he used to fly this stuff in from Mexico, but then the drug people started beefing up the air patrols and making these radar sweeps, so... And now he's bringing it up with hot cars.
Looks like your Mr. Sands has been tap dancing his way through the legal system for years.
Oh, yeah. Every time we tag him, the case floats because people keep dying all around it. It's getting tough to get anybody to testify.
Says here he supplies dope to high school kids?
Yeah, I told you he's a sleazeball.
Okay, Milt, you sold me. Just tell me one thing. How does my taking a part in this piece of garbage help you to put this guy away?
Like this. I figure Sands is only making these lousy movies as a cover-up for the drug operation. See, that way he's got a chance to put a lot of good hotshot wheelmen on the payroll as stunt drivers. If he has to drive the stuff in now, he's got to have good drivers.
Got anybody in mind?
Yeah.
He means me. Judge hates to admit that anyone drives better than he does.
Look, we got to have a way to get on the set and meet Sands. We connect with him, then he can meet McCormick here. So I figured you could bring us along as part of your entourage.
My entourage?
Yeah, I'll be your stunt double, and he'll be your gopher.
The gopher?
You go for coffee, go for soda. That's film tradition. Look, nobody's ever going to see the thing. You won't have to finish it. I wouldn't ask you to do it if there was any other way we could nail the guy.
Well, I know that, but just remember this. I'm going up there to say a few lines. But you and the kid are going up there to take on this Eddie Sands. There's one old friend to another. Be careful. Huh?
I can't wait till Sarah finds out that I had dinner with...
Buddy Ebsen! Oh, Mr. Ebsen, could I take a picture?
Madam, that would be the high point of my lunch. Well, looks like from now on it's gonna be lights, camera, and...
22, take 3.
Action!
Uncle Henry, please don't go. Why, Calhoun and that pig Harlow are just gonna be waiting to run you into the dirt as soon as you show up.
I know that, honey, but a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. This town ain't big enough for me and the likes of him. I want you to wait for the Reverend until I get back.
Oh, Uncle Henry, what's up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cut! Stop! Are you crazy? Do you know what you did?
What?
You ruined the take.
I did.
We're making a movie, fella.
I'm really sorry. I was just delivering coffee. Would you like some coffee?
Won't happen again.
Let's try it again.
You can do this thing.
How come I gotta be the one that carries the coffee, huh? Tell me that.
Because you're the gopher. Gophers go for coffee. I'm the stunt double. I'm not going to do it.
That's another thing. You doing the stunt driving for Buddy. I mean, they really have you down on the schedule to do it, Judge.
Listen, nobody's going to do any driving. If you check the schedule, you'd see that the driving comes at the end of the picture. Now, I told you I wanted you to meet Crystal Dawn, but did I tell you to do it like that?
That's another thing I've been meaning to talk to you about. That is Eddie Sands' girlfriend. I mean, he puts her in all his movies. I could wind up in the morgue. And it's too nice a day for a funeral, especially mine.
Got anything else on your mind?
Yeah, instead of me trying to meet Eddie Sands that way, why don't we just plant a bug in his office?
Because that's illegal.
Well, throwing me off a bridge for hitting on his girlfriend is illegal too, you know.
What are you doing? You're putting sugar in the coffee.
I'm very nervous, Judge.
Why don't you just bring the lady a nice cup of coffee, huh? I'm gonna go over here and check out these cans they're using in the picture. Try not to spill it on her.
Yeah. Coffee.
All right, cut. All right, print that. New deal.
I'll tell you. What am I doing? I'm not... I just want to apologize. I just want to apologize.
Yes?
Hi. I just wanted to apologize for almost drowning you in coffee back there. I'm sure I broke your concentration.
Concentration? You flatter me. Around here, if you come on the set with your eyes open, they're happy. So, you're new here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I just started today. Mark McCormick. You know, I've seen most of your movies.
No, really?
Mm-hmm.
Then I should be the one to apologize. They're, pretty awful. I have to go. Sorry.
Look, I've got a shot to do. My mind's made up.
Nobody makes up their mind until I say so. I'm not through with this.
Well, you can spring yourself on the lady.
Yes.
I found the address where they service the picture cars. And I think as a member of the stunt team, I ought to drop in there and see if they're conforming with the safety regulations. I'll see what Buddy's up to.
Hi.
Hi.
I practically slammed the door in your face a while ago. I'm sorry.
Well, let me tell you something. It's not the first time a pretty girl slammed the door in my face. Of course, when they do, I try to tell them what a big mistake they're making.
I'll bet you like Thai food.
I love it.
You boots are killing me. And did you hear the lines I had to say?
You're making them work, Buddy. You're bringing apart a lot of character.
Yeah. You sound like the last producer I worked for. Did you pick up anything on Sands yet?
Well, I found out where the garage is they use to service the fast cars.
Garage, huh? That reminds me of a scene I did in a movie once. Police thing. A partner and I had to search this garage, so one guy went in, the other one kept watch. I know what you're going to say. That was a movie.
That was a movie.
Yeah, but it worked because it had logic. See, we needed two guys, and we used two guys.
No, you're not coming, so don't start playing the hero now.
Milt, I've been playing heroes and good guys for more years than I care to remember.
Well, people like watching you do that. That detective thing you had, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, well, I'm not knocking it. But all those years of chasing heavies and ducking blanks, you know, it was the writers on that show that solved the cases. Milt, how about letting an old friend work on a real case? Leave the script home for a change.
Just don't try winning the Academy Award on me.
You're wondering why I ever got involved with anyone like Eddie Sands.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not very complicated. A young girl with stars in her eyes named Sally Blanchard comes to the big city to break into show business. She meets a producer at a party. He's charming, dynamic. He has the answer to her dreams. He changes her name and puts her in his pictures, and like they say, the rest is history.
You don't have to go on if you don't want to.
I didn't see the rough edges on Eddie. I didn't want to admit they were there. I thought all the stories that I'd heard about him were just that. Stories. I was wrong.
Oh, we all make mistakes. Believe me, I know.
Excuse me. That must be Eddie. He's the only one that's got a key. Eddie, would you please leave? Look, I told you it's over between us.
Search the place.
Look, if you don't leave, I'm going to call the police.
Be my guest.
Bet you're wondering what I'm doing here.
Oh, please don't hurt him. Look, he didn't do anything. I asked him to come here.
Talk to you later.
Before you do anything, you better listen to what I gotta say.
I'm gonna tell you something, punk. Nobody makes a move on my woman. Now, you think about that when you get out of intensive care. Smarten this guy up.
You think I'd risk that by being here? The last thing I'd want to do is mess with your lady, Mr. Sands, but let's face it, you're a hard man to reach.
You just bought 10 seconds and make it good.
So I thought if I got to know Crystal, it would be an engraved invitation to meeting you. And look who's here. My being here is strictly business. Sure, it was a gamble, but I felt it was worth it for both of us.
Yeah, go on.
I'm tired of nickel and diming to pay the rent. I did that and I got busted for it. What I need to do is connect with someone like you. Someone who is connected. Someone who's on the inside. Someone who throws a lucky 7, if you know what I mean.
Are you gonna listen to this guy?
What makes you think I can use a clown like you? I make pictures.
Because I'm the best there is behind the wheel. The way I see it, you got a bunch of snowballs driving for you and you can't afford that.
I'm gonna enjoy taking this guy apart.
Shut up. What's your name?
Mark McCormick.
You think you're that good, huh?
Try me.
You're either very slick and you got guts, or you're very stupid. All right, McCormick. You talked your way out of here in one piece, but I'm gonna check you out. And you better hope I like what I find, because if I don't, I'm gonna personally dump you down a sewer in pieces. That's a promise!
Looks like they're going to lunch. Hey, did you ever see that movie Thunder Road?
Yeah.
Maybe Sands stunt cars got something besides gasoline in their tanks.
Let's find out here. You want to see these?
This thing can power a Mack truck.
There it is.
Looks like Mr. Sands saw the same movie we did.
Yep. Only it won't stand up in court unless these cars are registered to him, and I can guarantee they're not.
Those aren't blanks he's firing.
Oh, what did I tell you?
You haven't got seatbelts in this thing.
Well, shut your eyes and hang on.
Yeah.
Mr. Sands, I just found 2 guys snooping around the garage.
Did you make them?
I think the one guy was that stunt driver for Buddy Ebsen.
What about the other one?
I don't know. You think he could have been Ebsen?
What do you want me to do, kill Buddy Ebsen?
Well, those cars moved out of there right away.
Get the Trans Am ready. I'm moving up the run.
Right.
Look, you arranged for our friend from the garage to have a little accident.
Yes, sir.
We're moving in a shipment tomorrow. I'm going to fly down to Mexico and make the arrangements.
Okay, I'll tell Joey to get ready.
Our friend from downtown come up with a report on McCormick yet?
I'll check on it.
Why? Why me?
Hey, here comes Mr. Ebsen.
I'll kill him. Kill him.
Buddy! How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
You look great, guy. Great.
Thanks.
Wake up!
I met our friend Sands.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you find anything in that garage?
Sure. Sands is using the cars to run the drugs, just like I said.
Hey, look, it's madness here. There's been a change in schedule. We're gonna shoot that stunt crash in 40 minutes. They're setting it up now.
Changing the schedule?
Knock 'em dead, huh? What are you talking about, Judge? You're really not gonna do this.
I'm gonna do it.
Judge?
Maybe you better let somebody else drive, Milt, just to be on the safe side.
A little late for that, you know. Now look, I got 5-point seatbelt here. I got a good roll bar. There's only a couple of gallons of gas in the tank. What can go wrong?
What can go wrong, Judge?
Well, the car's going to land over there, or it's going to land over there.
All right, what you do is you double clutch on the takeoff, okay? And don't touch the brakes once you're on the ramp or the nose will go down. And watch your tack. You don't want it to go over 6 G's.
Give me the hat. The hat.
Give me the hat. Come on, guys. We're ready to shoot this. Well, let's hit it. You have a death wish, you know that? Be careful. Let's roll it. Action!
Judge, are you okay?
Of course I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
No broken bones?
Nope. I owe you one, kid.
Yeah?
Hey, better take a look at this.
I'd say someone was trying to make you part of the dashboard.
Jeez, you could have been killed. This must have been a very emotional experience for you, buddy. Would you like to lie down for a while?
Hey, see the guy in the plaid shirt by the sedan, Raj? He's the one that took the shots at Buddy and me in the garage.
Excuse me, can you tell me, is this still live?
Tell you what, let's go to the police station.
Your career is over, pal.
Come on, honey, you know I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. Name it, you got it.
Eddie, it's over. Don't you see? It's been over between us for a long time. I'm not something you own. You gotta leave me alone and let me get on with my life.
I know what. Let's take a long weekend. We'll fly down to Bermuda. What do you say? We'll hang out on the beach, spend some time together and make things right. What do you say? What do you think?
How many times do I have to tell you it's over?
It's over when I say it's over. You got a beautiful face. It'd be a shame if anything happened to it, like maybe walking through a plate glass window.
They're gonna be wondering what happened to him. We better punch Eddie Sands' time card, and soon next time he might not be so lucky, Judge.
Well, he's got to have a shipment today, tomorrow at the latest, or he's going to lose half his dealers.
My gosh, Uncle Henry, you did it!
Yeah, these boys are going away for a long time. Folks in these parts will be able to sleep peaceful. We got ourselves a clean town now, Vicky May.
Oh, Uncle Henry, I'm so proud of you. I can't... I'm sorry, can we try that again? Oh, Uncle Henry, I'm so proud of you. I just...
Cut! I'll be right back. Let me talk to her, all right? Let me talk to her. Oh, this is ridiculous.
It's all right, Harry. Come on, we'll play with the camera.
Sally, wait a
Just
minute.
leave me alone, would you? You got what you wanted.
Listen, I want you to listen.
You met Eddie Sands.
I want you to listen to me. I'm a friend. Now, I know that's hard to believe, but it happens to be true.
Friends don't lie to each other. And they don't use each other.
Sometimes they don't have a choice. Sally, I didn't want to hurt you, and I'm sorry if I did, but I had to find a way to meet Sands.
Why? Why would you even want to work for somebody like that?
Well, I don't want to work for him. I want to nail him. Look, we both know he's hurt a lot of people, and I think it's time he paid for it.
You're talking a dream. Don't you know what Eddie will do if he even finds me talking to you? Look, you think you can just snap a pair of handcuffs on him and we'll all live happily ever after. I got news for you. It's been tried. And Eddie is still on the street.
Not for the... Wait a minute. Now, wait. No.
Please,
I'm not
please,
gonna let you walk away. It's
just let
too
me
easy.
go. Just let me go. And just save us both a lot of grief.
Sally, you're afraid. I understand that. Don't you think I know what fear is? When I was racing, I lived with it every day. When they locked me up, I lived with it. I know what you're going through. But you're gonna have to help me to help you. You're gonna have to trust me. Sally, you're gonna have to let me be that friend. Hmm?
But Mark, I don't even know that much about Eddie's business.
Well, we know that he's bringing in a shipment of cocaine from Mexico sometime soon.
I did overhear him say that the town is dry and that all of his dealers are screaming for drugs, but that's all I know.
Okay.
Mark? Mark, do you really think there's a chance that you can put Eddie away?
Oh, yeah. It's called Judge Milton C. Hardcastle. I don't think Sands has ever come up against anybody quite like him before.
Mark, be careful, huh? I don't want to lose a friend.
She tell you anything?
John, she really doesn't know anything.
Okay, doesn't matter now. Listen, Sands just called and left a message for you. He wants to meet you over at the track they're using for the movie.
Now?
Yeah. He's either going to step on your head for talking to his girl or he's going to offer you a job.
That's what I like about you, Hardcastle. You put everything in the right perspective.
I know.
How fast can that bullet go?
What's this? No hello? No how you doing? Kind of makes a fella feel lonely, you know?
You got a smart mouth on you, kid. Maybe I don't like wise guys.
I hope not. I hate to have to dance a duet with muscles over there. So, did your check come out of me okay?
You got guts, kid. I like that. Yeah, you checked out. Ex-USAC driver, couple of beefs for car theft, out on parole. Now, if you handle a wheel as well as you talk, maybe we can do some business.
Well, I'm open for any suggestions.
I need a driver I can count on. I'll fly you down to Mexico. Got a car waiting there with a lot of heat under the hood. I want you to make a delivery for me.
I take it what I'm delivering doesn't exactly have the good housekeeping seal of approval, right?
Let's just say it's 100% pure. And it's real important that it gets through to its destination. You interested?
I'm a regular mailman.
We leave for the airport in an hour.
It's just one thing. I have to use my car on this. She's been set up for me. I've raced her on the track. And I know it'll blow off anything you've got.
You drive that car, it's got to be fitted.
Then fit it. You saw my rap sheet. I've been down twice. I can't afford another bust. If a cop makes me, I don't want to have to depend on something off the assembly line that's some piston head juiced up.
All right. Be at this address for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
I'll be there.
And another thing, kid. Something goes wrong, you get busted. You don't talk. Now, you've been in the joint. You know I got friends everywhere. You give me the needle, you stop living.
I know that.
Mr. Sands. I don't want to take anything away from talent. There's something about that guy. Just makes me uptight.
I think he'll work out. Let's not take any chances. You cover him on this run, but make sure he doesn't see you.
Yeah, there's lots of ways the guy can go south on us. What if he's working with the Shadow?
That's why you got that fancy radio scanner. Use it. If he picks up any cops, get him off it. If he turns sour on us, kill him.
No llores,
Will you shut up and put the box on the floor?
What about it?
Pick him up. Now you take one of those in the Coyote with you, and I'm going to contact Chips and we'll monitor you on that.
I gotta hand it to you, Judge. You think of everything.
Listen, when you're up against the Eddie Sands of the world, you got to be ready for him, right?
Aku goranta, lady. Aku goranta, lady.
You know what the cops would do to me if they catch me sitting on a load of drugs? And we're not talking about a traffic violation here, Judge.
Oh, I already told the cops. I told everybody. Now, we're going to pick you up as soon as you get across the border. You remember how to work that walkie-talkie?
Yeah, I think I can press a button, Judge.
Good luck.
Just don't fall asleep in traffic on me, huh?
Wouldn't think of it.
Okay, here he comes.
Hey, here's where you deliver the stuff. Now, when you leave, I'm on a plane. I'll be waiting for you there. I'm counting on you, McCormick. If you pull this off, you got a steady job.
See you in L.A.
Traffic lights, kid.
You don't want to know.
Where are you? Watching you from above. Where else?
Did Sands give you a dropping off place?
Hey, Hardcastle, you know it's against the law to speed in one of those things.
Go on, McCormick. Give me the address.
Say please.
Come on, McCormick.
It's 2333 South Cabrillo Avenue.
That's in the Harbor District.
Probably one of those warehouses.
And guess what? Sands is meeting me there, personally.
I'll be there with the LAPD.
Yeah, well, just make sure they know I'm working for the good guys, Hardcastle.
Don't worry, it's been taken care of.
Hardcastle, in case you haven't noticed, there's a guy back here trying to make me a permanent part of the countryside.
I'm on my way, kid.
We're going! A unit pick up our friend down there.
Now all I gotta do is get your boss Sands in L.A.
Harcastle, give me 5 minutes and come in like gangbusters, all right?
Come on, let's go, over here.
Made good time.
Yeah.
Did you have any trouble?
Nothing I couldn't handle. Who are these guys?
They're okay, they do a little vending for me.
Well, when do I get paid?
What, do you got a date?
Stick around. You'll get yours when I get mine.
Mr. Sands.
Listen, it's not what you think. I don't suppose you believe me if I told you it's not mine. I mean, it probably doesn't even work. See? Take it!
Forget him! Let's get out of here!
Oh, you're looking good.
I don't feel so good. Where were you? I said 5 minutes. I could have been killed.
5 minutes on the nose, kid. Your watch must be getting slow. Jack, come on. Mr. Sands, I'm Milt Hardcastle. It's been great working with you. Don't forget to read him his rights.
Thank you. Our last toast was kind of interrupted. So, goodbye, Crystal Dawn. Hello, Sally Blanchard.
I'll drink to that.
So what's next?
Back to school, I think. Maybe a career in public relations. Who knows?
Whatever it is, I know you're going to be terrific at it.
Well, it's pretty fancy, kid. I'm glad I got all dressed up.
Well, seeing as how you were treating Judge, I didn't want you to spend your money in the dive.
Well, Crystal, I sure am glad we didn't have to finish that picture. Those boots were killing me.
Now, you were real good in that scene with her, I thought. You gave the part a kind of
Ambiance.
Ambiance.
Hey!
Autograph seekers, can you borrow your pen?
Oh, sure.
Skid! Skid McCormick! I know you anywhere!
Excuse me, buddy. The gentleman probably recognizes me from my racing days.
Race? What race? It's me, Charlie Crenshaw. Don't you remember? We were on the same cell block in Joliet.
Can we have the menus?